Hello you wonderful creatures, I'm Bea, I'm back again with another video. I apologise for Friday. I actually did record a video on Friday. It was just the vibe and the energy in it was just not okay. I was ill for one, which I still am now, but I was ill and I sounded like a man. It was a kind of different kind of bitching session. It just wasn't okay. It was not okay. I hated it and I came to edit and I just thought, no, I can't put this on YouTube. So I didn't post on Friday, I apologise for that. However, today I am back. I am coming in with another education video. Yeah, let's just get on with it. You're always told at school that you can do anything that you set your mind to. That's pretty much the general consensus in most schools. However, they never teach you how to do any of it. So I've talked about this before in a previous video, I'll link it down below, about how the stuff that you get taught in school isn't really beneficial to you in your later life. You don't get taught how to build a CV, you don't get taught how to write a covering letter, you don't get taught about tax, you don't get taught about mortgages, nothing like that. You just get taught Pythagoras' theorem and pathetic fallacy, and it's just very confusing to me. We've been through that before. However, they always tell you, like, what do you want to do when you grow up? And you say, oh, I want to be a doctor, or I want to be a lawyer, or I want to be a photographer, I want to be an actor, I want to be a singer. And they say, okay, great, like, do it. But they don't really tell you how. And I don't mean necessarily the logistics of it. Like, I don't mean, like, obviously if you're a doctor, then yes, you need to go to uni. Then they probably do tell you, like, you need to go to uni, you should probably do this degree, you need to get these A-levels to be there, like, all that kind of stuff. Once you leave uni, how do you get a job? Because you don't know how to write a CV because you never got taught to do it in school. The issue with the fact they never teach you how to do anything is that we then become very lazy people and we think that everything's just gonna get handed to us because we don't know any different. They've never told us any different. We just think, okay, well, I want to be a photographer, therefore I can leave school and that'll happen for me. We don't get taught how to work hard, and some people do, I'm not gonna lie, like, obviously I'm generalizing, but as a majority, even the people that graduate uni, I think the statistic is something like only 25% of uni graduates actually get a job in their chosen field. And that's for different reasons, like the fact that some fields are very competitive, like doctors and lawyers, they are very competitive to get into. Yeah, so we begin to assume that everything gets handed to us. We become very lazy people. And we have no idea what hard work is. Our parents talk to us about it all the time. We know that our parents work hard, but we don't really know how they got to where they are unless you've asked them, which I've asked my mum. I'm a very firm believer that, one, you don't get anything that you don't work for unless you are a trust fund baby. And two, the harder you work, the luckier you get. We don't know what hard work is. We have no idea. We think that hard work is school. We basically think school is the hardest thing we're ever gonna have to do at the time. And then we get into the real world and we're like, what do you mean? We don't get taught how to do things. We don't get taught how to live our lives. We don't get taught on how to get to where we want to be in life. And I understand that every student is going to be different and there's not one set path in what you want to do in life. However, there is a set path to teach people how to work hard, and we should probably be instilling that in children from the age of like 11. But we need to teach these kids how to actually get to where they want to be in life. It's quite sad that we don't do that. We end up coming out of school and we're just like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing with my life now. And I've said to you guys before that I want to be a photographer, and it's only literally until the 17th and 18th of March that I figured out how to do it, and that's because I went to a photography show. I went to the photography show in Birmingham, and I sat and listened to people talk about how they did it for the best part of, I think, 4.5 hours. Various people talked about it, various people spoke about how they got to where they are, and it's a lot easier to hear how other people have done it and then almost try and relate to certain people and take various things from different people. But they worked damn hard, and I've always thought that I've worked hard. I've always thought that I have worked hard when it comes to photography. I do loads of test shoots, I try and talk to people, I've tried to get jobs in photography. That's kind of gone the back burner because I realised that I don't want to work in a studio. I want to be a travel photographer. I literally want to get paid to travel. Yeah, and I thought I was working hard, but then I met this girl called Holly who literally gave up her job one day and was like, I'm going to be a portrait photographer. That was the only thing she knew when she left her job, and she quit her job, a very comfortable income job, and she went to work in just a normal retail store 3 days a week, and then every other day of the week she was working flat out to get somewhere in photography. She was doing test shoots, she was building a website, she was doing this, she was doing that, she was building a portfolio, she was talking to people, she was doing market research, she was calling all these other portrait photographers, asking them all these questions about how much they charge people, and then she figured out if she could earn enough to live. And like I said, I thought I was working hard, but obviously I'm not working hard enough, and that's fine, because at least I've realised it. But at the age of 21, I shouldn't just be realising what hard work is. That's not how it should be. You guys know I was a waitress for the best part of 4 years of my life. I then worked in retail for just under a year, and then I went to work at a head office for a retail clothing company, and I've never really worked hard. I thought I had. I thought when I was there, I thought when I was doing 16-hour shifts 7 days a week that was working hard. But if it's not contributing towards what you want to do with the rest of your life, then you're not working hard. I went to a restaurant and I was working 16-hour shifts 7 days a week. I didn't have time for anything else. And I thought I was working hard because I was making money and I was paying my way in the world, but I was still living at home. I wasn't doing anything towards my photography career. I was kind of just, it was a job while I was at school, and then it kind of just carried on after I left school because I already had a job, so what was the point in me leaving if I already had a steady job? But what I should have done was taken another part-time job, maybe not have up my hours where I worked, and just been like, no, like I know that I don't go to school anymore, but I want to pursue my life dream here. Like I want to only work the same shifts that I was working before, and I want to spend the rest of my time doing photography because that is what I love and that is what I have a passion for. Photography is everything to me. Like, it is everything to me. I thought I was working hard. I thought that because I had a steady job and I was working so many hours, and I'm not discrediting my work as a waitress, and I'm not discrediting waitresses, it's bloody hard work, but you're not working hard. It's, to me these days, working hard at something. You guys know I don't like to waste my time, therefore I think that the 4 years that I spent being a waitress was a waste of my time because I wasn't doing anything towards what I wanted to do in life. I'm not saying that hard work is working 100 hours a week and never having a social life. Like, you have to have a balance, obviously. But if you have a job that pays you 16k a year and you work Monday to Friday, but you know that's not what you want to do with the rest of your life. Let's say that you want to be a vet, you want to be a dog groomer, you want to be a photographer, an actor, a singer, anything like that. You should be spending your spare time pursuing it. The issue with our generation is that we tend to make excuses for everything. We are the people that make excuses. We are always. I'm guilty of it myself. I know that whenever I had a day off in any of the jobs that I've had, I would spend it in bed all day because I was tired, because I'd worked hard all week. And yes, you are tired, but realistically speaking, I probably could have gotten out of bed and gone to take pictures somewhere. I could have gotten out of bed and built a website. I could have done anything else more productive than that. And if you're not pursuing your dream life, if you're not trying to better yourself every day, then what is the point? Like, if you want to be a waitress for the rest of your life, that is perfectly fine. Go and do it. At least work in like a 5-star restaurant where you get paid decent wages and you don't have to rely on the tips that you never get. If you want to do that, then do it. By all means. I'm not saying that you have to be better than a waitress. I'm not saying you have to be better than anything like that. If you want to be a bartender for the rest of your life, that's your prerogative. If that's what you have a passion for, do it. At least work hard at it. Don't settle, and don't make excuses for why you're not doing what you want to do with your life. Because I know there were so many occasions when I was sat at home on my day off making excuses as to why I couldn't go out, and I make excuses for everything. I literally would make excuses for the fact I have no money, I can't go anywhere, I don't have a car now, so I can't get anywhere, and I'm tired, I've been working all week. And my mum sat there like, I worked 80 hours a week when you were a kid, and I still had time to come home, cook you dinner, clear up the entire damn house because you made it a mess all day, have a social life and meet people. She was like, don't give me this shit that you're tired. And that really does hit home these days. I'm sort of like, no, my mum did work damn hard. And fair enough, she wasn't doing what she wanted to do in life, but she had me and my brother to work hard for. And she knew what she wanted. She wanted to go on at least 2 holidays a year. She wanted to have the money to not never have to say no to me and my brother. And that's what she did. She was like, no, you are my job. Like, you are the people that I work hard for. I work hard for my holidays. I work hard for my new car. I've worked hard for all of that. Whereas we all have everything handed to us, or we expect everything to be handed to us, and therefore we have no idea what hard work is. I'm sat here now, I haven't got a license, and I'm still making excuses for the fact why I won't get a license again. Like, realistically speaking, I could go and get a full-time job and I could save up the money to insure myself on a car. Yes, it would be an absolute ball ache for me to pay $2.5 grand to insure myself on a car that's only worth about 250 at the most. But then I'm back on the road and I can go out and I can do things and I can go and shoot photography whenever I want to because I have a car to do it, and I don't have to rely on public transport. I don't have to rely on trains. I have to be places at a certain time. I can literally get in my car and go when I feel like it. Like, that is the ideal. That's what I want to do with my life. How am I gonna sit here and say I want to go traveling in 2 years, but you want to go traveling, but you can't even travel now? I can't even be asked to get a driving license and insure myself on a car so that I can get to a better paying job so that I can go traveling in 2 years. Like, do you see what I'm trying to say here? We all need to learn how to work harder, because if you don't work hard, you're not gonna do anything with your life. You can't do anything without hard work. That is how it works these days. We think that setting our mind to something is just saying, yeah, okay, I wanna be a photographer. It's not practical. You need to stop. Anyway, that is the end of the video, guys. I actually thought this was going to be a lot longer than it was, but it wasn't, so that's fine. I hope that you guys enjoyed me talking about education again. I'm genuinely trying so hard to have some kind of like schedule as to what I upload, because it's quite sporadic and chaotic and I'm actually kind of having stress about it. So I'm going to try and sort of figure out what I want to upload and sort of have a consistent upload so that I'm not uploading like 3 things you all need to stop doing and then doing like 1 education video every month. Like, I need to kind of have some kind of structure, so I'll be working on that for the next week. Hopefully see you guys on Friday. I'm going to try and upload again. I'm so sorry about Friday. I just couldn't use the video that I did. Please make sure that you follow me on Twitter and Instagram. They'll be down here as always and in the description box below as always. Make sure that you subscribe to me, put on your post notifications so that you never miss a post, because I post on Tuesdays and Fridays, and still most of you that are watching my videos are not subscribed to me, and I just don't understand why. If you watch my videos every time I upload anyway, you may as well subscribe to me, because you're watching them every time I upload anyway. You may as well be the first person to watch it and get a notification about that I've uploaded. With that being said, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, guys, and I hope you have a great week. I will see you soon.